Alright, it looks like I'm live, and I'm not having any drop frames for the time being. So hopefully that will remain because I've attempted to stream a few times earlier today, but no luck. Like, I tried streaming around 11:30. I did get about a half hour in, but the stream was buffering really bad, or it was stuttering really bad. Didn't progress much because I was just talking for about 15 minutes just to kind of warm up, and so I'm gonna disregard that 30-minute session. Then I tried to attempted to restart the stream a few times. Nothing. So this time all looks good. So therefore I'm gonna start streaming. I should have eaten before. Oh, what the fuck. Don't fucking tell me my stream is gonna start buffering. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna wait a bit. Because I just had drop frames. Only like 59, so it's not big. It's not a big issue. But if it starts going back up a bit, I am gonna fucking just drop this again, because I mean, fucking A. So anyway, my original idea today was to do a stream, just to experiment, where I'm playing like maybe 2 or 3 games within a stream, but that did not work out as planned today. But I will try that tomorrow, and there's a bit of I definitely want to try a bit of a rotation kind of thing, Like, I'll play one game for about a while, for a little while, then I'll do another one, try to see if I can do 8-hour streams, just to kind of keep things, flowing, I guess. But anyway, the games I had in mind for this rotation for now would be Final Fantasy VI, Earthbound, and Chrono Trigger. So pretty much the 3 Super Nintendo classic JRPGs in succession, I guess. But yeah. But again, because of scheduling problem, or because of technical problems, I won't be doing that rotation throughout today. So it's just going to be Final Fantasy VI for today. But tomorrow I'll do Earthbound and then Chrono Trigger, and if I still have extra time, I'll do Final Fantasy VI. Hold on. Hold on, I got a message, so. Alright. Anyway. Alright. I'm good to go. I'm not having any drop frames as of late, and I thought it was expected a package today, but it turns out I'm not going to get it until tomorrow night, so that's fine. I'm expecting anime on Blu-ray tomorrow, which is Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. And you might think, oh, that sounds like some fucking hentai. Well, technically not hentai. It's by Gainax, and I think it's a lot of fucking fun, if you ask me. So, as far as comedy anime goes, yeah, I get a huge fucking laugh out of Penny Star with a Garter Belt. And yeah, it might sound like a fucking dirty fucking anime, and yeah, it is at times, but it's certainly not for kids, that's for sure. You know, but it's got some kick-ass action, and I do like me some Gainax. So, and I've been trying to own that fucker for a while now because it wasn't in stock for months. So now it finally is. I'm like, well, fuck, I'm jumping on that shit because I've been trying to own that fucker for a few months now. And I know exactly what anime I'm going to look into next month, which will be Ergo Proxy. So that's definitely something I've been wanting. It's funny because when I got Ergo Proxy on DVD, I kind of had this feeling, oh, Ergo Proxy is not coming to Blu-ray because Japan never released a Blu-ray of it. Italy has a Blu-ray of it. And I'm just like, oh, fuck, I guess Ergo Proxy is just DVD only, I guess. And then it turns out, like, a year after I bought the DVD, it's like, oh, or was it? It was like half a year. It's like, oh, we're going to release Ergo Proxy on Blu-ray. And I'm like, you motherfuckers. I just bought your damn DVD and now you're fucking pumping out a Blu-ray. Fuck you. Like, if you're going to say, oh, we're looking into releasing Ergo Proxy on Blu-ray, I guess I jumped the gun on the DVD thing, but that's what happens. Sometimes with anime, you gotta double dip just to get the new format, because there are some titles that are not on DVD. So, sometimes you gotta fucking double dip just to get just to upgrade the damn thing. So, that's what happens. Okay, and yes, I am wearing gloves. These are fake leather, by the way, but I'm kind of trying to see if these are gloves or something that I would be comfortable wearing while I'm playing games. Because, for some reason, because I remember there was a Twitch channel I found that was sponsoring like gamer gloves or something. Like fingerless gloves designed for comfort while you're playing a game. And honestly, considering that sometimes when I'm playing a game that's really that has like a tense section and I'm trying to overcome that difficulty, like sometimes my hands perspirate, so maybe wearing gloves kind of prevents the fucking sweat from getting on the controller and making the controller feel a little uncomfortable at times. So there's that. So I think these might come in handy with gaming sessions. Ah, shit. I keep forgetting to put dishes away. God damn it. Okay. Alright, just give me a moment while I'm waiting. I'll be right back. Looks like I had a slight drop frames, but you know, I'm not gonna sweat the small stuff here. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna get started on Final Fantasy VI. Like I said, this is all I'm gonna be playing for today. I will consider my little experiment tomorrow while I'll definitely have more time. But I gotta find a... Boy, I gotta find a fucking decent schedule on that one. Alright. Just give me a moment while I'm getting the game started. And yes, the whole point of me doing a playthrough of Final Fantasy VI is just to, you know, as a means to lead in for the Pixel Remaster, because that is exactly what I'm going to be playing right after this. After the original. That way I got some things to, you know, kind of think about, or in case I spot any changes, like it'll probably come to mind. Because I'm definitely going to be comparing the two versions after... Because I'm definitely going to be comparing the two versions when I'm playing Pixel Remaster. Okay, here we go. Final Fantasy VI. Oh, shit, hold on. Did I? No, okay, no. I thought I accidentally hit the hotkey that ended my stream. Okay, hold on. There we go. Alright, here we go. Final Fantasy VI for the Super Nintendo. Even though it was renumbered Final Fantasy III, everyone that's played this game knows this is really Final Fantasy VI. Excuse me. Alright, here we go. Actually, let me check some things real quick. Hold on. Give me a minute, I want to check my... Okay, volume. Okay, volume's good. Is my achievements on? Yes. Oh, no, it's actually not on. Hold on. I don't have my achievements logged in. Just a moment. Alright, hold on. What the hell? Why is it not logging me in? I fucking just... Okay, you know what? Let me close. Alright. Alright, let me try this way. Okay, is my achievements on? There we go. Alright, sorry about that. I just want to make sure my achievements were locked on. Alright, let me check those achievements real quick, because I want to know what I got left. Okay, Elixir on the clock, I need to find that. Alright, Spooky, Suplex. Alright. Deliver all the letters and items on behalf of the wounded soldier in Mobliz. Okay. Okay. So, all I gotta worry is about the train. Also, wait. What was the achievement for this again? Have 2 ghosts in your party at once. I gotta have Shadow out of this, do I? Yeah. So I guess in order to have this achievement, I gotta have Shadow leave the party, do I? Fuck. Okay. Sweet. Okay. I'm just gonna wait till everyone's... There we go. Damn! Oh, fuck off. Alright, there's the Phantom Train. I'm just making sure my game audio was on. Oh shit. Fucking Shadow is dead. Come on, fucking hurry. There we go. Yeah, no kidding. All right. There you go. What was the achievement for this again? Alright, two at once. Alright. I'm gonna keep fighting until Shadow leaves. Okay, I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna look this up real quick. Of course, my tablet's fucking dead. Okay. Oh, shit. Hold on, I just realized. Shadow will not leave the party if you're on the Phantom train, so I'm gonna restart this part here. Okay. Shit. Hold on a second. Hold on. There we go. The reason I'm keep going back and forth is so I can get Shadow to leave. Because one of the achievements in the Phantom Terrain on this is having 2 ghosts at a time. Oh, there we go. Well, hold on a second. All right, hold on. There we go. There we go. Alright. Now what's the next achievement I gotta look for? Oh yeah, suplex the fucking train. Yeah. That damn right that better be an achievement. Oh, there went that ghost. Hold on a second. Hold on. All right. Here we go. All right. There we go. Damn it. Hold on. All right. Alright, here we go. You know what's coming. It's time for Sabin to fucking suplex the damn train. Boom! That was easy. I love suplexing the fucking train. You know, it's scenes this early on that made me realize, you know, there's something about this game that was going to be quite special. Like, this was a scene that I remembered sticking out very early on in the game. Like, I like how this scene lingered a bit to let you kind of take in what you just witnessed. This is why I love this game so much. Like, this game pretty much proved to me, like, in retrospect, that video games are capable of telling stories as well as any other medium. So there's that. Okay. Do I go through here? Or, wait a minute. Wait, Shit, I'm trying to figure out what... Okay, so I do have to go up here. Okay, what is the next achievement coming up? Alright. Shit. There we go. Okay, there we go. Alright. So I'm gonna finish up this section and then I'm probably gonna head off. This has locked section is gonna take a sweet time. I always like this song, and yeah, this song kicks ass. Okay, yeah, these guys are gonna fuck me up, are they? I'm gonna hit the little bastard. I don't have the dried meat for him. Alright, let's check the achievements here, because I know there's one in Mobliz, but I want to check that real quick. Okay, so the bar... Deliver all the letters and items on behalf of the wounded soldier in Mobliz. Receive the Tintinabulum. Okay. So it's just these two. Alright, let's go to that bar, even though it's called Cafe in this version. Oh, you know what? I want to... How much money do I have? Fuck. Okay. Let's check what stuff I can buy. Okay, one. Okay, good. Locke needs a mithril knife. I'll get a mithril blade for Locke. Another sword for Cyan. Shit. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to buy shit. Or not buy shit. I gotta, oh god, what is the phrase I'm trying to say? I need to get, I need to money grind. Okay, drain meat's here. So there is a wounded soldier in Mobliz. This is Mobliz, right? Shit. This is Mobliz. Then where the fuck is the wounded soldier at? In here? Oh, that's right. The elixir's at the damn... It's the first one. Fuck. I guess I can always make an extra save file and... Oh, let's go to these two real quick. Yeah, these two minor characters here, they're gonna play some significance later, if you haven't played this game. But if you've played it, you know exactly where those two go. Okay, I'm gonna save state here, because, yeah, there's letters I need to find. So you know what? Let me do some checking to find out where these letters are. If this is like a... Alright. Oh, wait. Pigeon. Let's go talk to... Yeah, that's where I want to go. There we go. Alright, hold on. I want to find out what... I want to find out what the letters and all that has to do, because I want to complete this little side quest. Okay, the wounded soldier wishes to keep his line of communication with Lola open, but clearly he needs a lot of help doing so. After you send this first letter, take a nap in the rear room in the relic shop in the northern tip of town. When you wake up, a new letter will work. Okay. Alright. So I just gotta repeat the process. Pick up letter, send it, sleep, rinse and repeat. I do need to sell some items because I am low on cash in this. Move! Okay. Fuck it. I can always get tense later. I actually never done this before in past playthroughs of Final Fantasy VI. Which is why I'm following the achievements this time around. Fucking move. There we go. There we go. Now, what is this item? Oh, sweet! I get to heal every time I take a step. Fuck yeah, I'll take it. That's gonna be a useful item in later places, that's for sure. Okay. So there's no bar here? Okay, hold on. Oh, I have to be at Nikia for that. Where is Nikia at anyway? Okay. So it's after the Serpent Trench. Okay, fair enough. Alright. Let's meet up with Gao. Oh yeah, this is the thing about Ted Woolsey's translation of Final Fantasy VI. This is one of the few times... I think this is like the only time where Cyan uses his thee, thy, thou dialogue. And that is ever present throughout the modern translation from the Game Boy Advance version and onwards. For some reason, this thee, thy, thou, like, old style dialogue is only present with this scene. So yeah, Ted Woolsey's translation is not the most ideal translation of the game, but there's a reason why people like his translation a lot, because there's a lot of charm to it. Yeah, and Gao is by far my least favorite character in-game because he requires a lot of fucking abilities to be learned. And you gotta leap, learn abilities, all that fucking shit. If I had a nitpick with Final Fantasy VI, this is a major nitpick with the game. Which is why I don't use Gao that much in the game. I can usually tolerate him just for comedic relief, but as far as combat, I really don't use him that much. Oh, squirrels! Sort of. I'm gonna kill the bastards. Okay, you know what? I need to know how far I'm gonna get with this. I got a feeling this is gonna be one of those percentage-based, Give me a minute. Alright, learn all dances, that's one thing. Learn all lores. Tier run rages. Alright. The fuck? What is the difference? Okay. How's the... Kitty! Not now! Okay, so I'm getting up there. Yeah, I'm gonna spend time just getting Gao's rages. I don't give a shit. And you betcha I'm gonna speed this part up, because there's no fucking way I am gonna spend hours doing this shit. Alright, Leafer. Do I have Leafer? No, I don't, actually. Alright, how is my achievement hunting on this? 52%, good. Kitty! Alright. Let me check achievements again, make sure. Alright. All right. All right. 65%. Shit, I still got a ways to go to... Yeah, I know I keep checking achievements on this, but... Yeah, I want to get Gao's fucking... moveset. All right. Let's check that again. Still 65. Shit. Alright, let me check achievements again. %68%, so I'm still catching up. Alright. Just a moment. I want to see if I can... Alright. Alright. So, it turns out that whatever monsters I face from the fights that Gao leaps and then returns, those are the ones I learned. So that's why I'm... Okay, thank God. I was kind of worried this was like... I was getting kind of worried if this was like based on... Okay, how's it looking? 73, alright. I'm getting there. Okay. Once again, checking achievements. 76. God, this is taking forever. Yep. Learning Gao's fucking rage list is a tedious fucking pain in the ass. The only reason I'm fast forwarding this bit is because I want to get Gao's moves learned. Alright, time to check again. Is it still 76 or did it move up a little? Nope, 76% still. Shit. Okay, I'm starting to think this is kind of fucking pointless. Besides, I can learn all of these, like, in the Royal Balance, so... Left, right, left, if I remember correctly. Shit! Oh, what the fuck? You didn't let me... Fucking hell. There we go. Come on. There we go. I gotta run from these because I can't fucking... Come on, get the fuck out of there! There we go. I can't do anything. I can't fucking heal. Alright. Okay, there we go. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Alright, this is where we're gonna meet this chick here. Oh yeah, there's a. She mentions Humpty and Dumpty, in other words, her boobs. But this game doesn't make reference of that because censorship. Typical. At the time. Can't be too sexy. Then that's what it was like. Man, I'm kind of glad we have gone past that fucking, what do you call it? Sanitation period of video games. Shit, I gotta get fucking Gil for this shit. Alright, what is the next achievement I'm gonna go for? Okay, so alright. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna... There we go. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do some fighting. Because the next section of the game is gonna be rather... Yeah. I'm gonna money grind, fast forward all this shit. Yeah, I'm getting very close to finishing Sabin's section. I'm gonna wait until I get 10,000 gil, and then go to the shops. Okay, one more fight, and then I'll go back. Okay. Okay, got that. Okay, now it's just, the armory. Okay. 4. 1. 1, 2. Okay, 1, 4, lock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. I think everyone is good on this. Alright. Now let's go back to the ship, and then I'm going to end this section and then call it a night. Because I've been streaming for about, I want to say, close to 3 hours. I haven't checked. Actually, let me double check real quick. Shit, I forgot to... Oh, my mom just texted me about a trailer, something about The Offer from Francis Ford Coppola. So I'm going to take a look at that real quick. Give me a minute. I'm going to check my... Oh, 2.5 hours. Okay, 2.5 hours. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. I would have actually... Had I been doing a rotation of games, I would have actually finished it by now. Finished this by now for today, but... Alright. Locke's scenario is the only one left, and I will return to this another time. I'm actually going to end it right here. This is a good place for me to stop. Next time I stream, I'll be able to stream tomorrow, so what I have in store for tomorrow is Earthbound. I will start with Earthbound, play that for about nearly 2.5 hours, then I'll go to Chrono Trigger, and then maybe this if I am lucky to get 3 games in tomorrow. I'm going to try this little experiment of mine to see if it's something I'll roll with. Because there you can actually separate categories within stream, and you get chapter breaks or some shit like that. So it is actually rather possible to do that. But look, I've had trouble trying to stream today, so I'm only just doing this today. So tomorrow will be Earthbound. Then the second game will be Chrono Trigger, and if I can get a third game in that same session, it'll be back to Final Fantasy VI, where I will be doing the entirety of Locke Scenario, because Locke Scenario does take a while. If I'm able to finish Locke's Scenario about maybe an hour and a half in, then I'll do the Battle of Narshe. Or the Battle for Narshe. To cap it off. Because that would be a really good place to end that session. But for now, I'm just going to leave Locke's Scenario for next time. I will be able to stream tomorrow because I do have tomorrow off and Tuesday off. It is Tuesday and... Wednesday and Friday that I have to work. So as far as my schedule is concerned for the week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and the weekend are days I will be open to stream. I'm not going to guarantee that all those days are going to be days I'm streaming, but if I have the time, if I'm in the mood, if I'm feeling up to it, those are the open days. So I will actually have more opportunities to stream this coming week, starting tomorrow. but Wednesday and Friday are the 2 days I will not be able to stream due to the fact that I have to work that week. And it's a couple Kraken games, so... And the Kraken and the Seattle Kraken are actually wrapping up their season soon, so... Looks like it's just going to be concerts at that venue coming up. So, yeah. But hey, at least the Mariners are playing now, so I can at least look forward to some Mariners venues and all that good shit. Anyway, that's going to do it for this session of Final Fantasy VI. I will see you next time. Maybe tomorrow, if not, Tuesday. Depending on how the stream performs. Also, I think I'm going to use fingerless gloves from now on when it comes to playing on the controller, because honestly, I'm starting to feel perspiration on my palms, and it's not getting on my controller, because I really hate it when I have to dry the controller at times. So, I think this is going to be a ongoing thing, although I would like to replace these gloves, because this is fucking cheap ass gloves. Although, and also they're a pain in the ass to put to take off too, because I have to yeah, this is not fun to take off my hands. I'm gonna be honest. That's why I'm thinking about replacing these sons of bitches. Although that's gonna wait until near summertime, because I'm gonna I'm just gonna and if I'm questioned, why did I buy these gloves? It's just because I was told they're okay for work, and it helps hide any rashes that will happen during the summertime. Because again, I deal with eczema during the summertime, because heat is something that my hands really don't like. I don't do well with hot weather in regards to my skin allergies and such. That's what I deal with. So anyway, no one really hopped on for this stream, which is unfortunate. I guess people were just busy today. Fuck if I know. In fact, just a moment while I'm actually gonna double check that real quick. Did anyone say anything on the Discord group I'm in, or what? No one. Looks like it was a busy day today for some people. Yeah. Alright. Let me check if... Yeah, no one was here. There's 2 viewers, but I'm guessing that has something to do with me using my phone for Twitch. So that second person might be me as well. But, I mean... Or whatever the fuck. Hell if I know. Okay. So, if you're watching this archive, thank you for sticking along. I mean, it really depends. I mean, look, when I leave this open for archive, it's really up to the person if they really care that much to see me play any given game that I archive my streams. So, anyway, I will return to this within a day or so, depending on stream performance. Like I said, either tomorrow or Tuesday. But the next game I will do is Earthbound, also known as Mother 2. Yeah, since I finished playing Earthbound Begins, I figured why not follow suit with Earthbound with a Twitch playthrough of Earthbound, which, by the way, Mother 3 is going to follow suit. And the reason I'm replaying Earthbound and Mother 3 is to kind of give them a bit of a reevaluation. I want to know if Earthbound and Mother 3 deserves those 10s that I gave it in the past. And yeah, I did slap a 10 on Earthbound, but I'm honestly starting to think that the contemporary setting factor of Earthbound might have worn off a little bit because of how Earthbound Beginnings did that first. But it's Mother 3 that I'm actually concerned if that 10 still applies, because I actually give it a fucking 10. I mean, yeah, there was a few nitpicks I have with it, but I felt like the game was so fucking strong that it held up as like one of the more I mean, as far as Game Boy Advance games goes, I mean, it's easily like the best Game Boy Advance game I've ever fucking played. So maybe that 10 might still apply, but it really depends on what I've if it still holds up. You know, sometimes it doesn't hurt to replay certain games you loved and see if they still hold up. If anything, if of all my favorite games of all time, Final Fantasy VI remains a 10 out of 10 game for me. It is still my favorite game. Yes, I do have nitpicks with the game, and this even applies since my first playthrough of Final Fantasy VI. If anything, the arena could have been handled in a manual fashion, not an automatic fashion. But hey, the workaround, bring Umaro to the Coliseum, because he can whoop some ass there. So there's that workaround. But still, I think it's bullshit that you can't control your party members in the Coliseum. I just wish maybe the Pixel Remaster might have fixed that issue, but I mean, who knows? I haven't played the Pixel Remaster yet. But if anything, what makes Final Fantasy VI stand out exceptionally still holds up for me. The story is, I would say, impactful. It really holds up today. I mean, you could also apply COVID with parts of the game. Like, especially with the midway point. Yeah, the world gets all fucked up, but you can also apply COVID as like, oh, things changed, and now we're at this point where we're trying to pick up the pieces that after something big happened. So in this case, COVID, now we're trying to pick up the pieces, kind of like how the heroes of Final Fantasy VI are trying to pick up the pieces after the midway point. So there's that applicability there. The characters are fascinating. I mean, when you learn more about them, it makes the characters more relatable, connectable. And one thing I've noticed, a common theme in Final Fantasy VI is that, each character goes through their ups and downs. There is a sense of loss that they all deal with. And I think everyone can connect to that because, at some point in our lives, we are going to deal with a loss or losses. So how Final Fantasy VI handles loss and grief is very connectable, very relatable. The music's phenomenal in Final Fantasy VI. It's just that with this game in particular, there's very little issues I have with the game. And those little issues I have are just merely nitpicks. I have no major criticism with Final Fantasy VI at all. This is why I am one of those people that thinks Final Fantasy VI is one of the greatest JRPGs ever made. I'm one of those people that, I certainly think it's one of the greatest video games ever made. There's little that's wrong with this game. And also, here's a little fucking bonus, and I want to apply this to writing today. Final Fantasy VI was also the first installment to have a female protagonist lead the game. Granted, the crew of the game stated that any of the characters could serve as the main protagonist of the game. But let's be real here, Terra is in the logo of the game, and the game does start with Terra. So in a way, she does lead the game in terms of main character. She's the one that starts out the game, and the last significant moment of any characters went to Terra. So in a way, Terra is, in some technicality, the main character of Final Fantasy VI. Therefore, this makes her the first female protagonist in a Final Fantasy game. Or at least a lead protagonist. Now, here's the thing. While that's a first in Final Fantasy in terms of its franchise, I find it quite telling that Final Fantasy VI did something ahead of time before every fucking franchise currently decided to have a female lead because identity politics or some shit like that. My point is, Final Fantasy VI didn't have Terra as its lead protagonist for brownie points. They figured, hey, with the story we're trying to tell, it might make sense to have a female lead this time around. And they did, and holy shit, it actually turned out to be an interesting little twist of the game. And also, it adds to, and also having Terra as the main lead actually complements the different direction Final Fantasy VI was taking. Because mind you, the first 5 were medieval fantasy stories, whereas this one had, medieval fantasy settings, while Final Fantasy VI had steampunk emphasized in its settings. So there's that. So having a female protagonist, adding with the steampunk settings, it helps give Final Fantasy VI that fresh experience in retrospect compared to its predecessors. That's what made Final Fantasy VI stand out. I mean, for fuck's sake, Final Fantasy VI. Okay, let me rephrase that. Franchises like Star Wars, Star Trek, fine. Let's add Star Trek to the mix. Doctor Who, like all the popular franchises, they're like, oh, let's have a female character lead this story because we need female empowerment. It's like, okay, but is the character interesting? Is the story good? Like, there's a reason I obsess about good writing, good settings, because I have experienced certain works that have phenomenal writing, phenomenal settings, etc. If we're talking franchises that had one particular installment where a female character led that fucking story, Final Fantasy VI did it a lot better than the modern shit we're getting right now. Now, Final Fantasy XIII also had a female lead, but I didn't really care for Lightning as a character because she came off as quite bitchy and stoic and really not that interesting to start off. So, I didn't give a shit about her. With Terra, they kept her a fucking mystery until a certain point early in the game. And I really like that approach. It's nice to kind of open up to these characters and not knowing too much until just the right time. So, as far as I'm concerned, the writing in Final Fantasy VI is outstanding. I love the way this game is written. Now, yes, some people might find the second half of the game contentious, but I think it suits the tone of the game. So, it's just that it just frustrates me that a lot of franchises are in a bad state right now, whereas Final Fantasy VI did something of the sort, but did it a lot better years ago. And I just, like, Rey from Star Wars, not that interesting of a character. Fucking Mary Sue. Michael Burnham from Star Trek Discovery. I hear Space Jesus, or some shit like that. And I heard she's not that interesting of a character. You have the 13th Doctor from Doctor Who. I can't fucking stand her. Her doctor is kind of annoying. She wouldn't shut the fuck up. And the 13th Doctor's era is fucking shit. I have not even finished a full season of Doctor Who with Jodie Whittaker's era. I watched half of her first season. I fucking dropped it. Because of a pregnant man on screen. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Also, it was really fucking boring, too. Then I watched Jodie Whittaker's second season. 10 minutes in, the upgrade quote. I always heard the Doctor was a man. Hi, I got an upgrade. I turned it off. I turned off Doctor Who over that. And then I heard about the Timeless Children episode, which I am aware destroyed and retconned 50 plus years of Doctor Who history. Fuck that. And because of that, I never touched Doctor Who's... because of that, I never touched Jodie Whittaker's third season. I haven't seen a single second of Jodie Whittaker's third season and the specials. I have no interest in watching Doctor Who right now. So, to all these franchises that want to have a female lead for a change, I look back on Final Fantasy VI and I look at these franchises saying, you know what? Final Fantasy did this years ago and did it better. Far better. It wasn't trying to have a female lead for brownie points. And what Final Fantasy VI told throughout its story and how the character arcs played out was made for one of the most impactful experiences I've had with a piece of fiction. There's a reason Final Fantasy VI resonates with me a lot. It left room for me to think about certain concepts of the game. Like, for example, if there's anyone out there, or if there's like any storylines that have this colonization, as a theme in some story in, stuff that came up from the 2010s, 2020s, whatever the fuck. Here's the thing. Colonization actually plays a part in Final Fantasy VI, and it's actually done in a very universal way. So you got this empire that wants to invade the world of Espers and wants to, seize the Espers and all that shit. Okay. I could apply that not only to what Native Americans went through, but other countries, other cultures that have been colonized by other countries. So there is some applicability with the Espers being seized by the Empire. Now, the reason I don't throw such a fucking pissy fit over Final Fantasy VI having it is because what Final Fantasy VI aimed to tell within its story can be drawn upon from historical events, and you can apply some historical events to the game. And to simplify my point on why I don't have an issue with colonization being present in Final Fantasy VI is because what Final Fantasy VI aims to tell is universal concepts. There's a lot of shit you could apply from personal experiences into the game. So that's why I like this game so much. It allows me to think about certain things, apply personal experiences, what has happened throughout history, and I can pinpoint those I can connect the dots between, real life and fiction. Another thing that holds out, so it allows me to think, but it also, there's a lot of, emotional attachment that this game really opens up to. I mean, consider the character, the sprite work on the game. You got these character sprites that can emote numerous emotions. The sprite animations in this game were very extensive at the time, more extensive than Final Fantasies 4 and 5, or any of the predecessors. So when, and it actually makes connected to the characters a lot more easier. And with the way these characters were written, it really, this game did a phenomenal job trying to get the player to become emotionally attached to these characters. And holy shit, when these characters go through their low points, my god, it is some of the most heart-wrenching shit in the game. I mean, Celis's low point in the game. God! It's really not easy to sit through. And there's some really heavy shit in Final Fantasy VI that really stand out in this game. So yeah, do not be surprised if I continue to fanboy about Final Fantasy VI. I am just too emotionally attached to this game to shut the fuck up about. for me, Final Fantasy VI is what I would consider the gold standard in video games. And the reason, and I think to simplify why it's my favorite game, is that it helped pave the way for. I'm not saying it is the game to do it, but I'd say it is one of the few games that shows that video games can be taken seriously as any other medium. I mean, look, I know people take film very seriously, and they do. I mean, there are numerous films that people get really attached to, some that are revered and all that. Television, let's be real here, people take television quite seriously. In fact, when Star Trek came out, big deal. But there was a time where video games were just picked up and played. Like, you just play the game and you're just having fun and all that. And while role-playing games were starting to get their, be taken seriously and all that, Final Fantasy VI certainly was one of those games that was starting to prove that, hey, video games can be just as artistic and impactful as any other medium. I'm not saying it was the game that, proved it, but I'd say it is one of the games that proved it. I would say it might be one of the earlier examples of a video game that could prove that it's not just, intended for just funsies, So what I'm saying is that any game that came out since Final Fantasy VI, like, I think you get my point. I'm just rambling about this. But again, Final Fantasy VI, there's so much I can say about the game that can describe why it's my favorite game of all time. It's not an immaculate video game. It's not the most perfect video game in the world or anything. I mean, look, even the greatest works have their little flaws here and there. And Final Fantasy VI certainly hasn't, but what stands out about Final Fantasy VI still holds up for me. That's why it's my favorite game of all time. And also, I guess to add to that, Kefka was a villain that did something that was pretty much unfucking heard of in retrospect. I mean, Ganondorf comes fucking close, but he doesn't. Okay, so the thing with Ganondorf, it's funny because people are saying, oh, well, Ganondorf fucked up things. Well, here's the thing. Ganondorf certainly caused a dark world, but once Link defeats Ganon, the world's restored. Like, everything's all hunky-dory. Final Fantasy VI, things get fucked. And the game does end with a statement that, yeah, the rebuilding has begun, but not everything's fixed to normalcy. And I like that direction with Final Fantasy VI compared to something like Zelda. So, what I'm saying is, like, the game doesn't reset back to normal by the end. And I like that. I like that about Final Fantasy VI. I like that hopeful, optimistic, happy ending after such low points in the game. Like, and again, considering how dark Final Fantasy VI can get, a happy ending in the sense that Final Fantasy VI delivers, I think was an appropriate type of ending. Which is why I like the game. And God, it's just, yeah. And the ending, I mean, for goodness sake, this was on the Super Nintendo, and the ending is like 22 minutes long. Usually endings last like 5 to 10 minutes, depending on your progress of the game, or depending on the kind of game it is. So yeah, and also, like, the visuals of the game still fucking hold up. So yeah, Final Fantasy VI. It's my favorite game. There's very few games that come close to the. There are a few video games that come close to Final Fantasy VI's level. It's just again, like I said, there's something special about Final Fantasy VI. Again, there's certain things about the game that I don't find in games before it. And that's another thing. Time. The time it came out, I want to emphasize, because, again, before this game came out, there, games, I would argue, were likely seen as, oh, you want to pick up and play this game and have some fun, here you go. granted, Final Fantasy VI wasn't the first installment to have a more serious approach and all that. I mean, look, Final Fantasy II has wartime being addressed, but here's the thing, the writing wasn't the greatest. So Final Fantasy VI, in retrospect, was the game that refined Final Fantasy in the 2D realm, which is why it is often cited as the greatest 2D Final Fantasy game ever made. I mean, Square was bowing out the 2D era with Final Fantasy VI. They went out on a high note. So yeah, clearly, I'm a massive fanboy of this game. I've been a fan of Final Fantasy VI for a little over a decade. I remember playing this on the Game Boy Advance. Really got invested with the story, the characters. It's a shame the music kind of sucked ass on that port, but hey, that's what I had back in the day. That's all I was able to access. I didn't have a Super Nintendo at the time. Emulators were not something I really had much access to, or more like I wasn't savvy about emulators at the time because I was worried like, ooh, my computer might get a virus if I download this and that. Yeah, that's why I wasn't entirely sure, but whatever. But I remember like about 10 years ago I played the Super Nintendo version on the Wii, and yeah, the rest is history. So yeah, I've been a I've been a long time fan of Final Fantasy VI. I have Final Fantasy VII to thank for, or excuse me, Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy VII Advent Children's trailer to thank for me getting into Final Fantasy. But my first Final Fantasy, of course, was 7, and then I played the Game Boy Advance ports of 4, 5, and 6. I played 4, and that's why I really started getting into Final Fantasy. Tried 5, didn't finish it, didn't really care for it. Then I got into this. And then I was like, okay, yeah, I'm a fucking fan of this. You know, I'm like, it convinced me that, you know, this franchise is meant to be taken seriously. It's no wonder why a lot of people love Final Fantasy. It's the stories. The stories in these games, at least for some of them, really have stood the test of time. Final Fantasy VI is no exception. There's a reason people still revere this game highly. Final Fantasy VI, I think, stood the test of time easily. Sure, it's got a 2D art style, but you know what? Over the years, even with 3D gaming, there's a lot of people that really love that 2D aesthetic that is ever present in Final Fantasy VI. So the fact that 2D pixel art styles are a popular preference of aesthetic in video games really goes to show you. I mean, it really helps Final Fantasy VI stand the test of time, really. I mean, if it wasn't for the pixel artwork still drawing in gamers, who knows? But I think it goes to show you that, you know, this game was able to achieve what it set out to do. It was also trying to be an impressive piece of video gaming too. Okay, anyway, I've rambled on too fucking much about Final Fantasy VI and why I love this game and why I dick ride the fucking game. But yeah. I never get tired of Final Fantasy VI. I own this game physically, for fuck's sake. I even bought the Pixel Remaster because, again, that opera scene. If that opera scene was fucking botched, I probably wouldn't have not bought the game. But because the opera scene was done so fucking well, much to my surprise, that's why I went for it. So that's why I went for the Pixel Remaster. The presentation is damn good in that one. And I'll play it after I'm done with Final Fantasy VI. Alright. So, for real this time, I'm heading off. Besides, I probably won't have enough time after 8:30 or so. So anyway, until next time, take it easy.